something here, Harry.
It's showtime! I love this stuff.
No, that's a trick. That's some kind of special effects.
It's on record. I'm going to save this stuff.
All right, welcome everybody. It's time for another episode of the Good Improv Show. And that's, as always, starring me, Dan, Jordan, and Justin. So
we don't know which one's which, but
doesn't
we'll
matter.
figure it out.
There are three of us.
Yeah.
That's the fact and the truth. And the truth is, we're also live, and thank you for being here to see this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to be making some stuff up. We're going to be doing some scenes, some little sketches, some little skits, just to bring some joy into your lives, because we're assuming they're miserable. How could they not be? So, we're going to try and bring some joy into them. We're merely just using suggestion words to make things up.
That's right. And those words are ghosts, king,
Ooh.
and escape.
Ooh.
And we got those from Facebook and Twitter. And that was the sound of my email going off. And big thank you to Liz Marie, Ashley, and Darlene for sending those in. We really appreciate it.
If you want to send in a suggestion, then all you got to do is go to Good Improv on any social media platform, send us a suggestion, and we'll make some fun with it. And hey, why don't you check out G Radio every Saturday as well, because you can listen to us there too.
That's right. Don't feel that you have to send in a suggestion to go to that, though. If you don't want to send in a suggestion, you can still go to Good Improv and watch things. You don't have to participate if you don't want to.
That's true. It's also a really great place to go to tell us that you hate us.
Yeah. Send in anti-suggestions.
Yeah. Post whatever you want. That's up to you.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Exactly. Well.
Should we begin the show now? The show starts now?
Nah. Let's just do this for another
Nice
45.
soft open. Yeah. We'll just casually chat with the audience here. Give them some time to get in here. They're wandering in.
Okay, let's start the show then.
All right. Good idea.
Guys, I wanted to tell you a secret about me that I've been hiding from you for the entire duration of our friendship. I am not actually a person. I'm a ghost.
What?
True.
Okay. So, like the entire time we've been friends, or is this a recent development?
No, the entire time. Just before we became friends, I was hit by a bus pretty bad, became a ghost. And then you guys were walking down the road and you saw me and you said, "Hey, you look pretty cool. You want to come to the movies with us?" And I was like, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. I'm not going to tell him I'm a ghost and like have him running scared or something.
You ate a bunch of food when we were all having dinner. Ghosts wouldn't eat human food.
Seemingly, yes.
You dated my sister for a couple of weeks.
You also had bruises from being hit by the bus. I don't think a ghost would have a body that would bruise. You'd just be kind of spectral.
No, I remember I got hit by the bus. And that was it. That was just it for me. So that I became the ghost that I am.
Okay. All right.
Here we are today. Bruises.
So,
is that how you remember that? I remember that as me coming up and going, woo! I mean, guys, I'm not a ghost. I'm a human. That's how I kind of remember that initial interaction.
So, I mean, do you have any ghost powers, or can you do anything cool? I mean,
oh, sure. Yeah. All the typical ghost stuff. I could like walk through the wall. Not right now.
Okay.
Not at the moment. Not currently. I'm kind of tired right now.
Tired?
Been floating around all day.
So your ghost powers depend on how rested you are?
Right. They work better at night, as you'd expect.
Well, it's like 5:58. I mean, it's basically nighttime.
Still,
the sun's almost down.
Okay, so now I'm just going to put this out there. This isn't you making up a story to get out of helping me move, right? Because I mean, that's why you guys came here. I've ordered pizza. I've already set the time. All I need you to do is help me move stuff into the van. You're not going to say, "Oh, I'm a ghost. I'm intangible. I can't pick up boxes," or something like that. Like that's not what's happening here.
That's
right?
part of the problem that comes with being a ghost, right? Is being spectral and all. You don't really have the ability to carry heavy boxes.
Well,
right.
no, hold on. You should be able to go into the box, possess the box, and like float with your ghost powers.
This might make it easier, right? I mean, this might make it easier.
That would terrify your new neighbors, I'm sure. So we wouldn't want.
Well, let's go to sleep, and then you can do that while we're all sleeping. Justin, you don't mind if we spend the night here, do you?
No,
we got the place till tomorrow anyway.
We cut to the next morning. Okay, so there we go. They're all settled up. Oh, hey guys! Hey!
Oh, hey!
Did you see? I was talking to you. Might have saw I was talking to a couple of guys there, giving them some what appeared to be cash.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
You didn't notice all the boxes and everything are gone. Possessed by me all night. Yep, did it all myself there.
Just been doing this all night while we've been asleep.
I see what's happened. He's paid those men to be an escort, to escort him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just in case any Ghostbusters were about.
You seem like you're yawning. I mean, I didn't think ghosts sleep.
Stifling a moan and a groan there, so I didn't.
Oh, okay, I see. All right. Well, I mean, I feel really great that you managed to do all this for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've ordered pizza for Jordan and I, but I mean, ghosts don't eat, so I'm.
Right.
Do you want some like I don't know, like ectoplasm, or what do you got? What do you eat? What's the deal there? Like Jordan and I are gonna eat this pizza.
Right. You know, it looks good. My favorite kind.
Oh.
When I was alive, that is to say.
Yeah. Meat lovers. Extra meat.
Perfectly done there too. It looks like. Cheese is kind of just dripping perfectly.
It smells so good. I mean, you're being a ghost.
Sure wish I could. Yeah, don't put it near my face. Don't put it near my face, though.
Hey, you know what? You love that pizza. You really love that pizza. Let's go over to the pizza place. They got a pizza vault there where they keep the type of pizza that would blow your mind. You're a ghost. You walk right through that wall. You're all rested up. Get that pizza from the pizza vault.
That would be unethical. I couldn't use my ghost powers for evil like that. That wouldn't be.
He's probably tired from using his ghost powers from moving all my stuff in the pan.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're an ethical ghost. That's good.
Hey, so if I whacked you with something like a hammer or something like that, it would just go right through you, right? You being a ghost.
Pass right through. Yep.
I just so happen to have a hammer here.
We cut to the emergency ward.
Don't give this man blood. He's a ghost.
Yeah.
He does not need an IV of blood. It won't do a thing for him.
We should. And then Dad died.
Guys.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just, came back from a phone call with our agent, and we have been cast in Ghosts, the sequel to Ghost.
Oh.
That's right.
Like all three of us?
Cool.
All three of us.
So hold on a sec. Hold on. Are we going to be like... Is this going to be like a three of us and Demi Moore sort of situation? Or... Like, how's the wheel scene going to work with three ghosts? Are we going to sit on each other's laps, or?
Well, the script doesn't have Demi Moore in it.
Oh.
But here, I'll hand these to you now. Our agent faxed them over.
All right, good. I mean, we'll do whatever we can. I mean, we do have the stipulation that in order for one of us to be cast, the other two have to be cast.
Yeah, so, we got such a good deal.
It's a good deal.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm going to just say let's do it. Whatever's in this script, I'm all for it.
You know what I found odd about the script, though?
What's that?
Well, all of the intercourse, I found it very odd. for a sequel to, it's kind of like a little bit like risque movie, Ghost.
Okay.
But not.
All right.
I wouldn't say vulgar. But what's in this script, made me sick.
Huh.
Just the amount of work it's going to be to film these scenes. We're going to look so good on screen. But it's going to be a long shoot. It's going to be a long, long shoot.
Okay. The other weird thing I've noticed too, there doesn't seem to be any other characters in it. It's just 3 characters listed.
Yeah.
There's no Demi Moore. There's no Whoopi Goldberg character.
Let's hear that you're directing this, Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah. I got director credit too. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Right?
Our agent got you a part and director credit?
Yeah. It's such a weird thing being a director too, because like you get told by the studio executives how to make these types of movies.
Yeah.
You have very little creative control.
Right. So everything in here is being forced on you by some Hollywood bigwig.
That's the thing it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's those producers, you know what I mean?
My first question, just for my character here, because the first Ghost, of course, there's the love scene with the clay wheel, which everyone loved. Then he dies, and then he's like haunting her, and it's romantic. All I see here is just, it looks like just 60 minutes of intercourse in clay.
Yeah, it's a very romantic film.
Yeah, I mean, there's no even mention as to what we're building in the clay.
No, but there'd be a lot of writhing around in it.
Yeah, it doesn't even get to like where the ghost part is. I don't even see.
You remember the scene with the hands? The hands are interlaced. Go to flip to page 108.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
There's even drawings beside these lines.
It's not typical that you have drawings in a script like this.
They sent a lot of the storyboards along too. There's a lot of imagery.
Yeah. Okay. I guess my question is, we don't ever turn into ghosts. It's like, why is it called Ghosts? I mean, it's a sequel. I get it, but shouldn't this be a much shorter scene, and then we die, and then there's some sort of conflict with us being ghosts?
I think they're setting it up for a trilogy. You know how these movies are. They plan them in trilogies. They don't just plan for one. They plan for multiple films. So you'll notice that at that very end, there's a after credits scene. Setting up the next.
Just kind of more writhing around in the clay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll do it. I mean, our agent set this up for us.
This could be our big break.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a call here. Looks like it's from our agent. I'll just take this right now.
Oh.
Hey, you got Dan here. You go for Dan.
Nobody ever calls me. Get director credit, calls him. I sit here.
Completely insane, you say, huh? I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit. I have faith in my friend Jordan. And you know what? If you're going to try to stifle this big break that he's bringing to our door, you're fired. Yeah, that's right. You're fired. All right. No, you can't beg. You can't say Jordan's not an idiot now. You said it. It's out there, and I hear your opinion. But I disagree. Okay, goodbye. Sorry, guys. I had to fire our agent there.
Oh, no. Well,
he said Jordan was... I know. Well, he said Jordan was all charged up. He wanted to watch us have sex in a bunch of clay, and we should watch out for anything he's trying to do there. Then he's going to send it to you under the guise of some movie, and that he's not involved in any way. So I said, you are a liar and a thief. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking, right? You're a thief and a liar and cheater.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad we have someone looking out for our team. So,
can you believe that guy? He's going to call you next, Justin. Like, this guy, unbelievable. Says he's looking out for our best interests. Can you believe that?
He might call me next. You're right. Oh my God, he might call me next.
Gonna answer it? Or are you just gonna stare at your phone?
It's not ringing. There's no one's calling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So when do we?
You really got me there. I thought you tricked me.
I guess we'll start. According to this, I'm on the bottom most of the time, so I'll start stretching.
Great.
All right. Well, I'll buy a camera. I guess as director, I should do that.
Right? Yeah, probably. I don't see much of a crew here either. Actually,
No, it's a small budget, low budget film.
sequel to Ghost.
Yeah.
Going with the small budget
They
there.
always do that. They always reduce the budget for the sequel when they plan the trilogy.
I guess that's fair.
Sequel
Okay.
to Ghost. Big break. Here we come. We finally made it, guys.
Let's do it.
Finally made it. Oh, my love, my darling. We couldn't get the rights to that song, so
No, that's all Justin's allowed to sing legally.
we used the Monster Mash instead for Ghosts.
Well, friends, I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to be friends with either of you anymore.
Oh,
Because I found
sorry.
out that I descend from royal blood. That's right.
Royal blood.
That's right.
Oh.
So,
well, congratulations, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah,
inherit
congrats.
something, or you get a
No.
title? Or-
no title. Kind of a smug sense that I'm better than everyone now, I guess. That's
Oh,
what I've got to
alright.
get out of this.
Well, I mean, who are you related to?
Well, it's okay. It's a king of a pretty small, you know those micronations?
Kinda, I guess. Yeah.
Those
I've heard
ones
that
that
phrase
are-
before.
The ones where crazy people have broken off and declared their house into a country or things like that.
Yeah.
My dad was
Yeah?
king of one of those.
Well, yeah, I
Wow.
remember that. I remember when
Yeah.
your dad went nuts and said that his house is now an independent nation.
Yeah.
We remember we grew up next door to you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. You guys get it. You remember.
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, we knew that happened. And secondly, so you finding out your royalty is
Maybe I'm just coming to grips with it as a better descriptor.
okay.
Oh,
All
man.
right.
I feel bad for you. Justin, we're going to have to split this third burger. I got 3 burgers for us, but Dan can't
Yeah.
possibly want this food that's made for a peasant.
No, I
So-
can't.
Peasant.
We'll just split that with us, I guess.
I guess your life's really going to change now, Dan. I mean,
Already has.
I know.
So,
Order to
wait a
keep.
minute. You can only marry other royalty, right? So,
True.
I guess that's
I've
going
divorced my wife. I've sent her away.
Oh.
I told her she was a peasant, only befitting of another peasant. Didn't take it great.
No, that's kind of cold. You were married for, a long time there.
Well, I didn't know I was descended from the royal blood, or I was blocking it out, or whatever was happening with me then.
That changes everything, I guess, when you become a king.
Right.
Hmm.
Everything changes. Your diet
Wow, I mean-
changes.
That's really cool. I mean, I wish I was related to someone cool like that. I mean, my great grandfather was Louis Pasteur, but other than that, I've got no one interesting in my entire bloodline.
No, that's not interesting at all. I agree. So, I'm going to have to be a little different around the neighborhood here. I'll probably be carried around in one of those, those king cases they have where it's 4 guys carrying the king around. I don't know what they're called yet.
Yeah,
I'll work that
yeah.
out. Get that worked out.
Well, you'll need more. You'll need new clothes if you're going to be a king.
Totally. I ordered a cape already.
Dan, Jordan, and I, happen to be really good tailors. I mean, we could make you an outfit that's fit
Royal
for a king.
tailors? You want to be royal
Whoa,
tailors?
whoa, hold on, Justin. If we screw it up, you screw up something for a king, they can have you beheaded or thrown in a tower. I don't know if we want to
Oh.
risk that. I mean, our work's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I'm very confident in our work, but you present something to a king, you want it to be flawless.
That's true, because I would have to have you beheaded, especially as like the first royal suit that's being made here. I'm not really sure who I would get to execute you, but it would make it happen.
Now, we could give you some samples of our work. Maybe you could see if it's worthy.
Okay, sure.
Justin,
Okay.
you start giving him samples, he's probably going to like it. He's going to start charging us a sample tax. Make us
Okay,
give him
all right.
samples of our cloth, and then more and more, and it turns into a racket with these kings. A racket.
Well-
I'm not saying Dan's going to go become a tyrant, but
Hey, yeah, come on. I
they're
haven't
racket prone.
Look, having a king in the neighborhood completely changes the economic circumstances now, okay? It's not
Exactly.
like we can just go to our jobs. We have to find jobs within the context of having a monarch, an absolute monarch. All right, and that
See,
means
Justin
getting
gets it.
involved in trade. You either have to be a serf or a tradesman of some sort, a yeoman. And I'd rather be a yeoman than a serf. I can't farm. You know,
Being
I
a
mean,
serf
do
is
you need any?
really a bad job. A really bad job.
Yeah. See, maybe I could make maybe I could make maybe I could be a rope maker. You know, they need ropes in kingdoms.
Sure.
You know, I could rope.
Yeah.
Sure. Once we get this neighborhood walled up, I think we're going to have a big need for ropes.
Look at this, gonna wall up the neighborhood suddenly.
Well, to keep
Look.
us safe from other fiefdoms, like, what do you want? You want me to just, like, you're not my responsibility, too. This isn't a one-way street, buddy. The king's responsible for all you peasants.
You know, Justin, I'm
Right?
lucky. I'm a single man. Okay? I got nothing to worry about. You got a wife. This king could suddenly declare prima nocta.
Well, then Justin would be fine. He's already got his wife. He's already married, grandfathered in, right? But if I declare prima nocta, then any potential wives that you may have,
Yeah.
So you're gonna limit it at one wife?
well, you know, not for me, obviously. You guys are going to be stuck at one.
Oh, geez, you need a wife. You need an heir.
And quick, too. I kicked my old wife and my old kids out because, like, I can't have a peasant child as my successor. That's obviously ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll have to annul that marriage.
Of course. Of course. Well, I had her kicked out. You know what I mean by that, obviously.
You kicked her out of. You had her leave the house.
No, her and all the children were killed, of course, so that we could purify the bloodline and, you know, keep it
When
royal.
did you get to do that?
I just ordered it. I don't know who did it. I just ordered it. I assumed it was done.
You assumed it was done. So she's probably walking around. I think my person that I'm seeing saw your wife down
Person
at
that
the
you're seeing,
supermarket.
yeah. You know what? Prima Nocte's on. We're
Oh,
putting
darn it, I
on.
knew it.
We're putting it on. We'll put it on. Done the
Wait a minute, who am I kidding? Okay.
You just assumed it went to plan. Have you ever read a fairy tale?
I decreed it, though. I decreed it.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for coming. This is difficult for me to say. I know you've all worked for Burger King for a long time, but Burger King has abdicated.
What?
Burger King has abdicated the throne. He wanted to marry Wendy, a commoner. So he has given up his title. There is no longer a Burger King. There is now a power vacuum. Various people fighting for the crown to inherit this. I'm not sure how this is working, but it's caused complete chaos in the fast food industry. So until further notice, I'm afraid we're gonna have to close the place down. It's politics,
great.
man. I don't know.
We can't close this place down. This is the best Burger King on the block.
Look, I mean, it's abdicated. I don't know. This is unprecedented.
Wait,
Okay,
wait. What if we didn't need a Burger King at all? What if we
What?
selected from the three of us someone who we all chose to represent us for the burger restaurant and just did the work ourselves? No need for kings, only equals.
You're talking crazy talk. You're crazy talk right now. Like, how are decisions going to be made? Huh?
We could call
You're
it
just going to
Burger.
empower someone to just make those decisions? Because then now you choose someone to make those decisions. Now that person's now the king, right? I mean, they're just, for the rest of their life, they're going to be making decisions.
No,
Right?
Justin, no. This is the beautiful part. The person running the burger restaurant will be changed out every couple of years, depending on how much the people like him.
Just kind of rotate like a timeshare.
Yeah, almost.
But how would they get things done then? I mean, by the time what if the next person that comes in doesn't want to do the same things that the first person wanted to do?
Well,
Let's start from scratch.
there's a lot. You know what? There'll be a lot of work to be done. There'll be a lot of change that'll have to go through. But I think this king abdicating is a real opportunity for us here.
All right. Well, we'll give it a shot. Cut to a month later. All right, Dan. Jordan is refusing to give up his power as head of the burger
What?
joint. Yeah, I told him, look, it's somebody else's turn now, and he says, nope, I am here for. He's apparently he's changed the rules so that
How
he
could
can
this
be
happen? No
president
way.
of the burger place for life.
How?
Oh, here he comes! Here he comes! Here he comes! Here he is.
Hey,
Hey.
guys.
Hey
Hey,
there.
Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, ready to open the store, make some burgers.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Great.
I just was telling Dan here that you suggested when I spoke to you, you were not going to give up the presidency of the burger joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a decree. I hung it up on the wall.
He did. I saw him. I did see
It's
him do
official.
that.
It's written on a piece of paper. So
Yeah, it's the sick board and the where we put the charity donations. He put it there.
Right. Yeah. By the break room. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
run the burger place now, and we'll just keep it like that.
Well,
Going good. It's been going smooth.
it's been going pretty good. It's been going pretty good. Going pretty good.
Yeah. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, I remember when you first came on as the head of the burger restaurant here, you know, you kind of took an oath not to, well, do what you're doing right now sort of thing and changing it all
Yeah.
up. So you'd be kind of the president of the burger restaurant for life. You know?
He did do that. He did do that.
I did. I also made a decree saying oaths may be stricken because people love our chicken. And it was a rhyming decree, as
Pretty
you
good
know.
decree.
That is catchy. That is a catchy decree.
Be solid.
And
I just-
chicken burger's really taken off. It's our most popular sandwich.
I mean, if you don't mind me, El Presidente, just pointing something out. It just seems like your decisions have gotten more and more erratic as we've gone on under your presidency. I mean, the chicken sandwich, great. No one is saying the chicken sandwich is not a good idea. We're selling lots of them. They are wonderful. But the chicken wrapped in a taco, wrapped in a burrito, wrapped in a chalupa,
Yeah.
That's. I mean, no one's buying that, and you're really pushing that. You're really insisting on that. Also, the fact that we don't have soda anymore, it was kind of odd.
Yeah, well, I had to eliminate soda because I'm at war with the soda distributor right now. I had to send our entire army there.
El Presidente, if I could just be frank for just a quick moment
Of
here.
course, yes.
Well, as a guy who worked at the former Burger King for about 10 years and has enjoyed about 1 month of this new system we've been trying here, and now has seen your reign pass, it feels a lot like when we were the Burger King. That's all I'm saying. Feels very similar.
We had this. No.
Right? You see what I'm
No.
saying? That right. That
You know
right
what?
there. That right there.
You know what? I sentence you to death, but I sentence you to die of old age.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
That's good. That's fair. That's
You
fair.
have a machine that will like make me artificially age or something? Is this like a public way to save face and not be executing me, but actually be like trickily executing me?
I wish I had that technology. I hear that they have that over at McDonald's, but we don't have that in this kingdom.
I mean, just
Right
place,
there,
place.
right
We don't
there,
have that in
right
this
there,
place.
right there. He said kingdom.
It
We
was
all
just a
heard it.
I misspoke.
Okay.
You got me thinking about kingdoms because all of this king talk, which that's not my official title. El Presidente is a little
right.
different. It's a fun way to say, person who.
I mean, you are
makes
wearing
the-
a crown.
irrelevant. It's irrelevant what people wear to work, as long as the hair stays out of the food.
El Presidente, sorry, we just had a communication back from our army, as you call our janitorial staff. They did not go well at the soda place. They suffered casualties. Security just pretty much just kicked them out, and they say they're not coming back. The army is not. The janitorial staff is not coming back. They've given their notice.
Very well. I declare Prima Ribba. The prime rib sandwich specials will draw people in. Some of them will be bound to want to work here. They love the sandwich so much.
Prime rib sandwich does sound pretty good.
That does sound really tasty. I really will get excited every time that's coming back.
All right. Well, hail El Presidente.
Hey, El Presidente.
Guys, hey, I did us all a big favor and got us thrown in this prison because the other night I watched this movie with Sylvester Stallone, Escape, where he busts out of jail. And I thought, what a thrill that would be for me and my two best friends, Dan and Justin.
Hold on. You did this?
Yeah, surprise.
They said that the person who testified against me was an anonymous person. The footage they played in my trial was a guy in all silhouetted with like his voice all lowered to disguise it.
Yeah.
The cops burst into my room. They found a bloody knife in my top dresser drawer. I said, I have no idea what that is. They tasered me. I mean, you arranged all of this.
Yeah. Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. You're getting such a thrilling experience.
God, all right. Fine. All right. Okay, so we're here now.
Yeah.
How did he escape?
Well, in the movie, I'm not sure. I kind of fell asleep halfway through.
You fell asleep halfway through.
Yeah. You know how long movies are these days? And it's late night when I'm watching it. It's about 10 o'clock. So, yeah, I fell asleep. But when I was awake, boy, did I enjoy it. So much that I thought we should do something like that. Here we are. The Clink.
I'm going to start my appeal process.
You know what?
No.
know
We're
what?
going to bust out like in the flick.
Let's give him a chance.
Okay.
We're here anyway. I mean, we're here. We're in here for life anyhow. So
We cut to 2 months later. Guys, we've been sent to a much more horrible prison than the one we were in 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you kept assaulting guards.
Yeah.
I saw a movie where they did it.
This is great. We're getting closer and closer to the type of extreme lockup that I saw in the first half of this movie.
Okay. And when we're in that lockup, will you be able to tell us how to get out?
Well, we'll figure it out together as a team. We're a fun gang.
No,
Of, you know, kind of.
made to keep people in.
Yeah,
Jordan?
but it's like an escape room.
I had a man hold a razor blade to my throat today in the shower.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm married. Did you know that? Did you know that's a thing?
What?
I didn't choose to be. I didn't want to be. Someone came up and
congratulations.
told me that I was.
You should have
All
told
right,
me when
so
that
that's-
was
that's
happening. I
happening
would have
now.
loved to attended that. I could have stood at your wedding. And
You didn't want to be there. Trust me. You
Why
didn't want
wouldn't
to
I
be there.
want to be at a wedding. Everybody loves a wedding.
It was a very private ceremony.
Do weddings in this place? I never thought because all the brutality and all the violence.
Look. None of that stuff is as troubling to me as the fact that you said we are almost at the level of extreme lockdown we need to be. What do you have planned for us?
Nothing.
We cut forward 3 months. Hey, this
Hey,
has
guys,
to be the final. This has to be the final. We've all been in the hole. We're all being thrown into a single cell now for the 3 most dangerous criminals in the land. I don't even know what you did this time, Jordan.
It started innocent enough, and it escalated very, very quickly. I was surprised how fast jaywalking can turn into just the most worst crime imaginable.
You jaywalked in order to kill that guy. You jaywalked and just stabbed someone on the other side of the
We
street.
jaywalked in order to stab that someone. Remember how cool I told you it would be to be walking across the street holding knives?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember.
We were helping out a pal there, you know? Helping a pal carry some knives across the street.
All right. Well, look, one of us has got to come up with an escape plan. All right. That's the whole reason this is happening. We might as well just go with it.
No.
So-
Jordan has the escape plan. He's the one who got us into this. He's going to get us out of here.
But Jordan hasn't had a good idea since this started, and that includes getting us in prison to begin with. You really think he's going to come up with an escape?
Rude. I didn't say you didn't have a good idea when you took us bowling. And that turned out to be okay.
On your birthday, and you loved it.
And Dan, I didn't say anything about when you decided to take us paintballing.
What? Those are perfectly normal, fun activities that friends would engage in, and you knew up front you were doing it. It wasn't like I walked up behind you, put chloroform over your mouth, and suddenly you wake up in full paintball gear, right?
That'd be pretty cool, though. You have to admit.
That would be pretty cool. Fine.
Look, guys, we're really in deep now, as deep as we can get. The deepest, darkest dungeon that we've ever been in. Now it's up to us to get out of here. Dan, what sort of...
We cut to the outside where they're just sitting in their living room. You know what, Jordan? I gotta hand it to you. I didn't think I didn't have much faith in you, but
I
that
told you.
plan was amazing.
I told you. When the chips are
I mean,
down, this guy always comes through.
How did you train a cat? I mean, how did you even do that? I mean, just it's incredible. You know what? You can plan my birthday and just surprise me.
Oh, thanks.
I trust you
appreciate it.
completely.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's what friendship looks like, people.
Right. Getting in jail and breaking out together. A well-constructed plan by the guy who got you in there in the first place. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Fellow zookeepers. Before you hear any rumors, like Dan took home a bunch of the chimpanzees and he's now like got a bunch of monkey friends at home. I think the monkeys escaped. So I just wanted to let you guys know that up front before you heard
Before
any
we hear
crazy
the rumors.
any crazy rumors that may be going around.
But why would we hear those rumors? Why wouldn't we just hear that the monkeys
I
escaped?
think that there's like a doctored videotape going around. It's a doctored videotape. You know how they easily can fake that footage now.
So, no, when you say
Yeah.
all the chimps escaped, you mean like all of them, even like the big aggressive males that we don't even let out anymore?
Oh yeah, no, we don't need to let them out anymore because they escaped, so it's all good now.
All the smart chimps that they did that brain testing on,
Yep. Every
ones that
last
knew how
one
to
of 'em.
drive.
Yep.
Is this like the kangaroo incident where you said all the kangaroos had escaped and we found them like 2 days later all at your house? Because
No. That time when somebody used a fraudulent version of my access code to get into the kangaroo enclosure. No, that wasn't. And then
All right.
dumped the kangaroos at my house when I was away at a baseball game. No, that's it's nothing like that.
Is this like that time that you told us that the elephants had disappeared because you had tried to paint the environment that the elephants were in on the elephants to make them look invisible?
Well, you know, it turned out that that's not what had happened, that they were, in fact, at my house. But, you know, what in my defense, I had a very serious brain tumor at that time.
If we go to your house, we're going to find chimpanzees.
I can't imagine that you would. I mean, unless
So if I went,
I'm giving you a little bit of an out here, you know, like unless maybe here's what could have happened. A rival zoo could have thrown some chimpanzee scent into my apartment and then, you know, let a bunch of their chimps loose in my apartment. Like, that's entirely possible.
That could happen to anyone.
Right. So,
And we really have to worry about that because that is happening more and more frequently in this city.
in this zoo specifically.
Well, yeah.
animals escape a lot. I don't know what to tell you. It's very bizarre. A very
It's like the
bizarre
aquarium.
phenomenon.
Remember when all the fish were gone from the aquarium, and then I mean, you remember, Dan? You brought us lunch the next day. You brought us fish and chips that you made.
I did. Fresh, right?
Yep. Yeah. That was really good. It was really good, actually. Mine
Exotic
blew
as
up.
well.
Mine,
Can you guys keep a secret?
yeah.
I secretly wanted the chimpanzees out of that cage. Like, if they were to, like, escape, I would be like, yeah. I'm kind of happy for them.
Right.
Oh, you're happy for them? Okay.
Yeah, because
I
they're
thought
just
you
out
said
living
you
their
wanted
lives.
them.
They're not stuck here in the zoo.
Right, and they're not stuck in my apartment either. Just kind of
No.
hanging out, doing what they're going to do in there. No, of
Obviously
course
not. No, that would be... No one would ever do that. Huh. Okay.
Oh, also, guys, I know I invited you over to watch the baseball game tonight, but I'm going to have to cancel.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm going to have to cancel, yeah. I
Oh.
had 20 relatives suddenly want to stay with me. So
Wow.
there's about 20 extra people in my apartment right now.
Oh,
they're
well,
pretty-
you don't need to.
They're pretty rowdy, I got to tell you. They jump around, they're banging, they're making crazy noises all day and night.
I understand what you're getting at, and you want to get off early to go hang out with your family. Totally reasonable.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
that's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, and just to give you a heads up too, there's a new exhibit coming in, Kimono Dragons, but don't worry, Jordan and I will handle it. There's going to be like 6 kimono dragons in there.
No. I couldn't
It'll be
make
really
you guys
good.
handle it. I couldn't make you guys handle it. That's not right.
Now, we don't want you to bother. We can get them in there all by themselves. They're going to be in the that enclosure that's empty over there. You have the key for it. Remember?
Oh yeah, right.
They're going to be in that one. So
Wonder where the pandas
we're just going to
used
put
to
them in
be.
there, give them some food, and then probably call it a night.
And you know what? I have something else, Dan. I want to give this for you for you to eat.
Great.
It's got some herbs and spices on there. Do not take this around chimpanzees. It'll make them go insane.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that you don't have any, because they'd go just totally wild.
You've touched it now, so it's good. Your scent is going to be the scent is going to be on you. Just the scent
On you.
alone.
But savor
Right.
that. It's such a good
No,
sandwich.
I shouldn't have
Really
that.
good sandwich. No, it's a really good sandwich. No, you've touched it already. I mean, you can't untouch it. So, but you enjoy that. It's a sandwich. I was going to eat one earlier, but then when the chimps were still here, but I avoided it because it would have been very dangerous. So, but
Yeah.
you please enjoy.
We cut to the next day. Hey guys, you might be wondering why my face is all deformed here and disfigured.
Yeah, it's all clawed up.
Yeah, well, you seemingly.
What happened? You look like you fell into a propeller.
Right, that's exactly what happened. I was having a fight with a guy near a plane, and
Whoa.
yeah, he got the better of me, I guess. And
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Too.
worse still, he took both my arms and pulled them right out of the sockets.
You need to rest. You need to go back home and rest right now. Don't be at work in this
I
condition.
don't know if I want
No, get out of here.
I don't.
Go
Better-
rest.
better
Go back
rest.
home and rest in your bed.
Here, and you know what? Here, don't even here. I'm gonna just put it in your pocket. Here's
No,
another
don't.
one of those sandwiches.
Take
Damn
two.
it.
Take two of them. I was gonna have one for lunch because
Okay.
Yeah,
now that we're
thank you.
chimpanzee free.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
head
eat
home.
those. You need your strength, man. You had a propeller
Thanks.
fight.
Head home and warm them up. It really enhances the flavor. And if chimpanzees were around, it would enhance their madness too.
Sure.
But you won't have to worry about that.
We cut to the next day. Hey guys, maybe wondering why
Wow.
I. Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey. Are you all right? You seem a little
Huh?
out of it.
he's finally. It does look a little sweaty.
No. Craziest thing happened. Guys, I took the chimps home. Okay, I took the chimps home.
What?
Oh.
The chimps did this to me. They're
Wow, I was
responsible
gonna say,
for.
a big part of your scalp seems kind of ripped
Yeah.
off.
They're responsible for basically the entire string of events leading up to this here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, have
I
you
have
gotten rid of them? Have you gotten them
No,
out of your
I
apartment?
haven't. I didn't have the heart.
they're still there.
I may have a serious problem.
All right. Well, you know what? The best thing you can do, take your mind off it. Just throw yourself into your work. Jordan and I are going to go for lunch. Maybe would you mind looking in on the kimono dragons?
With the enclosure that only I have the key for, and all the cameras
Yeah,
are down
yeah,
for maintenance today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Just, maybe that'll take your mind off your chimp problem.
Oh man,
Well, they don't escape, right, Dan?
no. Yeah, I hope not.
How could they? Dan's one of our best zookeepers.
I hope they don't escape. I hope.
Man found torn to shreds in his apartment, surrounded by corpses of chimps and kimono dragons. Okay, so, gentlemen, I know that you, Dan, had your heart set on an escape room for your birthday.
I did.
You wanted to be go to an escape room. You wanted to see a scary movie, and you also wanted to be treated like a king all day.
That's right.
I couldn't afford any of that, so Jordan and I replicated the experience here in my one-bedroom apartment. So what I've done is I've locked the bedroom door. You don't know where the key is, right? You don't know how to get out of here. So this is your escape room. So
Okay.
there's a series of clues around. But I'm going to warn you, some of the clues might be a little bit spooky, right? Might be some scary ghosts hidden around here,
Okay.
Yeah. There's plenty of places you can look, but like maybe the closet, right? Maybe there's a spooky ghost in the closet where a clue is.
Yeah, maybe
And-
there's fun in the closet, Dan.
Yeah. And I went to Burger King and I got you this paper crown.
You.
There you go. Your Majesty, you may begin your escape adventure.
All right, I guess I'll open the closet here.
Watch this. Watch. Go.
Yeah, it's.
I hung that sheet up there, so it
Yeah,
looks
it's
like a ghost.
one of those little hanging ghosts. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Spooky, I think is the word.
What's
you're
the
looking
clue?
for.
Oh, yeah. It's the little piece of paper there. Basically, it just tells you how to open the door.
Open
I mean,
it.
there's a standard bedroom door. There's no key. It's like it's just a.
Just. Oh, that's okay. Good.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll use the clue now to escape.
Yeah. That's
Right.
I guess.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to stay in the room for longer, I mean, you can explore more of the room. I mean,
Sort
maybe
of the
there's more clues
ambience.
around.
Yeah, more clues, maybe.
I
You don't know.
don't really need another clue because I have the solution right here, right? So
Although I mean, there isn't any more clues.
Okay.
No, that was kind of it.
right.
I said maybe.
All right. Well, I guess
Did you
I'll.
enjoy-
No, I did not enjoy. Of course, I
What?
didn't enjoy.
Well, we spent a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
This is like the most bare bones interpretation of what I wanted for my birthday. I wanted an escape room, so you like you closed your bedroom door. I wanted to be treated like a king, so you gave me a Burger King crown. I wanted ghosts, so you hung a sheet up. That's like the weakest possible way you could have used those three
It
things.
took us a long time to hang that sheet in there. We had to angle it so it looked like a ghost.
It didn't look like a ghost anyway.
Well, we also spent a lot of time figuring out who had the best writing for that clue that you used, mister.
Yeah.
Had to use a clue.
Would
You didn't
like
even
to add
figure it
info
out.
on that because a certain Jordan
I
spent
mean,
a long time writing that out.
It looks fine, you know? It didn't throw me off by how bad it looked. I guess that's fair enough to say.
Just ignore the word door. I had to cross out the first time because I spelled it wrong.
It's understandable. I mean, it's one of those words where it never looks right when I spell it anyway, right?
If I had friends who really cared about me, they would have shipped me off to Belgium and said I committed a crime against the monarchy, so I'd get sent to a Belgian jail that's filled with historical ghosts. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like something that really shows you're like listening to the ideas I'm putting out there and like really elevating them, you know?
A bit extra, Dan. I mean, the simplest answer is often the most elegant. The
Right?
guy that wrote that, was it Sherlock? Sherlock?
I think, yeah, sure. I think it was.
Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Shirley
Yeah.
Holmes. The guy that wrote Shirley Holmes. That was his saying.
Yeah. You know, we spent a lot of time on this. You know, like getting you here. You know, like calling you, saying, "Hey, come over to my apartment." I mean, somebody had to phone call you to get you over
Right.
here.
Right.
That took effort.
Yeah.
Well, I remember for you guys' shared birthday, because you guys have the same birthday,
Yeah.
you gave me the idea that you wanted something to do with islands, something to do with pretzel, and something to do with golf. And what did I come up with? A beautiful, beautiful vacation to, one of those Caribbean Belgian islands there where they serve pretzels all the time. Right? Like, and golf all day.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Right,
Nice.
pretty
really
good.
liked it.
Pretty good.
It was nice. I guess.
Elevated the suggestions. It wasn't just like,
Well, hey,
here's a
well,
single
hey,
hole we dug, you know?
Your birthday isn't over yet because somebody has put a cake in the oven for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh crap! We got to get out of this escape room before I can get to the cake. Still have that clue to get out.
Yes.
I'm worried it's gonna burn.
Let's open the door then. I think we're gonna be able to solve this one.
Oh,
Which
all
door,
right.
though? A lot of doors.
Which door? There's a closet door and there's a main door.
Yeah.
Does the
Hey,
Dresser
clue say
drawer.
which door
The
that
main door. Yes, the main door we'll use.
Are you
We'll
sure
try
about that?
We'll
You're
try
guessing
it.
that.
We'll just try it. Just give it a shot.
All right.
Oh, hey, look, we found the escape. This is What
Okay,
a day.
good,
We really did it.
Good. Well, then I can get to that cake now.
Hey,
I
thank
think
you.
the clue helped.
It was really well written too, George.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for the birthday wishes, at least. It's nice to know you guys care.
You're welcome. That sounded like a pretty good birthday, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So,
Guys, can I tell you one last secret here before we wrap up for the night?
Yeah, sure.
You were telling those ghost stories earlier. It was really, really inaccurate stuff.
inaccurate.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Well, you guys remember from earlier I told you I'm a ghost, right? So
Yeah.
you were talking about how ghosts are like, like living in limbo and they're carrying chains around, rattling them, and they're all scary and spooky. That's not been my experience with you guys. We kind of hang out, we do our thing, we have a few brews here and there. That's, normal stuff.
I mean, those are just stories, though. I mean, they're just told to be more exciting. I mean, it's just when you want a ghost story, you want just more than a run-of-the-mill average thing. You don't want just some thing that's like, oh, boring. I'm hanging out, having beer with this guy. I barely want him here, but whatever. He's here, so I might as well make the best of it. You don't want that kind of ghost. You want a spooky ghost. A good ghost.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. There it is, laid out bare. I'm not a good ghost. There, I'm hearing it. I don't rattle chains. I don't haunt people.
Nope.
You haven't shown us a vision of our past, present, or future.
I'm not one of those kind of lessons learning ghosts either. No.
You're not
By
a
all
fun.
definitions of ghost, you failed at all of them. So
Miserably.
You're a mediocre
pathetic
at best.
ghost. No, he's worse than meteor. He's a rotten ghost.
I just don't agree. At the very least, often when I call you guys up to hang out, I hear. So that's at least frustration, if not being scared. You're scared to hang out sometimes because of how you won't like it.
We're more reticent of it, not really scared.
You know what I think your worst quality is as a ghost? You were a ghost denier before you died and became a ghost.
I'd
Well,
never
that's
been
just
haunted. I'd never been haunted, so how was I supposed to know?
Revisionist.
All I'm saying is, sometimes you're hanging out with a ghost. You want a ghost, You want to I can rip my face off and scare you, ghost. You're there. I mean, it's fine.
If
But-
you have some candles lit, I can kind of make them flicker a little bit.
Oh, yeah, by blowing on him like you did earlier.
Yeah, just by blowing on them. I got to be in close.
You've produced no ectoplasm.
I don't really produce ectoplasm. Fine. Maybe I suck as a ghost. What do you want me to tell you?
You do.
Dude, you're a
Pitiful.
horrible ghost.
You're just like my ghost father, He was always saying you'd never be a good ghost. When I was growing up as a ghost there, he was always telling me how I'd never amount to nothing as a ghost.
I mean, he was right. What can
Yeah,
I
your
say?
ghost father was right. He could see into the future at what a failure you'd be.
Fine. Boo! Oh, I see. Okay, it didn't...
That's it?
Nothing, hey?
All you got, huh?
I wasn't prepared to be, rung through the ringer here.
Well, look, I don't want to tell you, buddy. I mean, that's you asked. We're just sometimes you just
Fine. No, I did ask.
Yeah.
Ask. We cut to the next day. Hey guys, notice anything different about me? Notice anything a little spookier, maybe, huh? I've written the word boo on my sheet here, as you can see.
yeah.
Anything a little more scary than yesterday?
Yeah, and on the back of your sheet says, I am a ghost.
Yes. Just in case there's any doubt.
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
It's not even an improvement from yesterday. I mean, come on.
I mean, not
Worse.
really. Now you're just hitting the nail on the head, right? Now it seems like you're one of those ironic ghosts. It seems like you're a hipster ghost, like you're being ironically.
It's
You're not trying to be scary. just being ironic with it. Therefore, if you fail at being scary, it doesn't matter because you're not taking it seriously anyway.
Damn it.
You're
Yeah,
all cool about being scary.
that's
right?
the last thing I want to put off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know
Like,
what?
when you're doing improv with someone and they're not really emoting or anything. They're just kind of like, yeah, I'm just doing that way. If
Right.
if I'm bad, there's no threat. It's like one of those people.
Right.
But
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Give me one more chance, okay? We cut to the next day. So, guys, I did something pretty scary yesterday. I murdered a child.
Oh my
It's
god.
terrible.
Right. Yeah, it's
That's
scary,
horrible.
right? It's scary. It's terrifying,
No, it's
right?
not horrible. It's just horrible.
It's
Murder
really
a child.
bad.
Well, I thought,
It's
you
despicable.
ghosts do, like,
Why are you telling us this? We're
You-
accomplices now
you-
unless we turn you in.
you were
Oh my
talking about.
god, no. This-
Turn him in. I
no,
gotta
ghosts
call the
scare
police.
People. Ghosts
You know-
are fun. They're not murdering children, you
I
sick
thought-
bastard.
I
Evil.
thought but you guys, you told me that.
You know what? No. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Get out.
You're a monster.
Get out. Get out of my house.
Wait, no, keep him here for the police. Don't kick him out.
No, I'll turn myself in. It's fine. I guess I just misread the room. I thought this is where we were leading to. I didn't
No.
realize. I
God,
thought
no.
you said scary. I thought that's the most
Sick.
scary thing I could think of was a dead child. Are you sure? I got pictures. Do you guys want to? I mean,
No, I don't. I want to see it.
It's really terrible.
it's terrifying.
I'm curious how you did it, but it's a really terrible thing to do.
You're
Terrifying. Are you
horrible.
scared? Is everybody scared at least?
No one's scared.
If I was a
which is
child,
very
I'd be
important.
petrified.
Should have killed an adult. I knew it.
It's a great way to end a night of sketch comedy. I almost
Scotch
call it Scotch comedy.
Scotch comedy
Great way to end a night of Scotch comedy.
with a dead child.
Aye, laddies.
All right.
We're
Well,
gonna
you
do
just.
the famous dead child sketch. It's a classic.
Yeah, the Scottish Monty Python's a little bit different.
Yeah. It's all just Scottish peasants, and it's just that's the whole joke. Is their child died, and that's it. That's all. There's nothing really funny going
Relatable.
on.
Well,
It's
thank you.
very relatable.
Thank you for watching. If after seeing all that you want to support the channel, you're free to give it a like, to subscribe, to share the channel out, or there's a QR code there. People like QR codes, so I'm told. So there's one there if you want to use that. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for listening
yeah.
on G Radio. Thank you for joining us every time you do. And if you're here for the first time, thank you for being here.
Yeah, and join us again because we do this on Thursday nights. We put it on G Radio afterwards. There's always stuff we're doing. Watching weird, silly movies or doing fake news or just all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
check it out. Check out our website, goodimprov.com. See us on Facebook and other social medias. And have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
It's over.
See you next time.
You can go to
Thank you.